It could have been Hergé's Black Island, Agatha Christie's Indian Island, Stevenson's Treasure Island, or maybe even Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park. For Sark Island is well and truly populated by specimens believed to have disappeared long ago. A seneschal, a provost, and 600 inhabitants under the rule of a lord who lives behind the walls of his castle. Property of the Queen of England, Sark is the very last feudal regime in Europe.
The feudal system has actually served Sark very well. It's been a very good, very equal, very fair, very reasonable environment in which to live and work. We don't feel as if we've been suppressed by a feudal landlord.
On the island, it is as though time was standing still. Without cars or even roads, on Sark people travel on bikes, tractors or carts. The prison, though relatively empty these days, is certainly no template for modernity. But what sets Sark apart from the other Anglo-Norman islands is first and foremost its system of governance, a regime from another age that some would very much like to see the back of.
Feudalism, what's right about it?
In the distance, the island of Breccu, which is attached to Sark. It is here that the wealthy Berkeley brothers have decided to live, far from the continent's taxes. It is, however, out of the question for the Breccu landlords to leave their holdings in the hands of a few backward feudalists.
The pressure was brought by the tenors of Breccu, who wished, first of all, to declare their independence from Sark. They then challenged our inheritance laws under the European Convention on Human Rights provisions.
No slouches, the billionaire twins have found the flaw. Sark is indeed signatory of the European Convention on Human Rights Agreement, a membership which is totally incompatible with the island's feudal status. This contradiction made an election necessary, which in turn brought about the end of the regime. For a few days now, Sark has officially been a democracy, which for some is an unacceptable shift.
I liked it as it was, to be honest. I know feudal doesn't confirm with the human rights, but I think the human rights is making an awful mess of everything.
Unwanted or not, human rights are here to stay, for once the 28 officials take their place in the island's parliament, Sark will have entered the modern era once and for all. Whether this is indeed a victory for democracy remains, of course, to be proven.